In this video, I am going to talk about one challenge that most sales reps face in any industry, and is how to overcome sales plateau. You know, very often we start a new job, or we launch a new product, or we start with a new territory, new clients and all of that, and our sales, they start to go up steadily. But at some point we hit that plateau, that ceiling where sales, seems to be steady. We can break through a certain point, and that's a challenge that any experienced or new sales rep can face in their career. One of the ways that I have been able to break through that plateau, break through that ceiling, is really about pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And specifically, I'm talking about having those difficult conversations with my clients. Like anything else in life, we have habits. We do things in the same way day by day, and we don't realize it. And that happens in sales too. We find a way to sell, we implement those techniques, those tactics, and they work. But, at a certain point, they are not good enough, and that's when we hit those plateaus. And for me, the best way to get out and break through in those cases is really to have those difficult conversations. We all know what those difficult conversations are, but sometimes we want to stay in our comfort zone and we don't bring those topics in front of our clients. I remember in several occasions where I decided to get out of that comfort zone, to have those difficult conversations. And man, I can tell you, it's very effective, but it's very difficult to implement. So you have to really put some effort on it. I am the type of person who I rarely sweat. Sometimes I go to the gym and I don't sweat. But I remember that particular conversation with one of my clients when I pushed myself and I decided to have that difficult conversation. The moment I got out of my client's office, my back was all wet. I was sweating. My back was completely wet of how uncomfortable the conversation was for me. In other occasion, I remember I said, I'm going to push myself with this client. And when I got out of his office, my face was red. My ears were red. I can feel my face burning of how uncomfortable the conversation was. But those were times where I changed the whole dynamic of the interaction with my clients, and I was able to break through that plateau. So it's really important that you push yourself. It's hard to make with every single client. So I would tell you to start with something little, maybe try with 5 clients, 10 clients, and be aware that I'm going to do this with this, amount of people, because it's very easy to come back to our old habits and keep on doing what we do every day. So it's easier when you say, well, I'm going to try this with these 5 clients. This week when I'm going to see them, I'm going to have this difficult conversation. I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to push myself out of my limits. And you will see that you will see the results. One important thing is always do it with respect. Try not to do it with a charge. If you're feeling frustrated because this client is not helping you, try to keep the emotions aside. Just push yourself, have that difficult conversation. Because one thing is to make the conversation uncomfortable, and the other one is to do it in a disrespectful way. Obviously, you don't want to do that. So my advice is try, pick those clients, push yourself, have that difficult conversation, and please let me know, leave a comment to see how it went, okay? Best luck to you.